So ever since I was young, I was always interested in language. What's the meaning behind it? I would ponder on certain things that people usually say, but I would ask questions. What does it really mean? And even though I studied psychology in university, studying about ego, id, and Freud, and all of that, Carl Jung, it's like, what the hell is ego? And when people say that person is full of ego or egotistical or egoic, what does it really mean? And when I got out of university and started my first corporate job, they started to talk about accountability. Take accountability. And it was like always in the list when you were being evaluated every year, that determines your bonus and blah, 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 and all that, right? But I was like, accountability. What do they really mean by that? So I came in here without, or forgetting everything, complete amnesia. And that was with a purpose, so that I didn't have any predetermined, defined ideas of what that was and just used it automatically. I would always question. But in the midst of that journey, I really felt stupid. Why? Because of the conditioning. I was like, why am I the only one that feels like everybody else seems to get it and just use that word? But like, why am I questioning everything all the time? And why am I not getting it all the time? Or easily like those people or people around me? But that was with a purpose. And so recently, this word came to me, which means freedom. In Korean, Chinese, Japanese, all these Eastern Asian so-called cultures are influenced by the Chinese characters that derive from nature and a lot of philosophy-based, very deep meaning-based, nature-based letters. So over the ages, it evolved in different forms. And now we're using a form that is how it is right now, right? Japanese language and Chinese. In Korean, it's quite unique because we both use that because we were under the influence. But one of the kings in Korea, he invented Korean language that is completely new and different, based only on phonetics. So the Korean language, when I look at it as a native speaker in this lifetime, is quite interesting, as I have studied Mandarin for a bit. Japanese, not so much, but it's very similar to certain Korean letters or words or Chinese letters, is that there's so much different ways, or so many different ways to express oneself with the phonetics, like all these subtle emotions and how things are, or how to describe certain sounds in comparison to certain other languages like English or German or French or Latin-based so-called languages. Based on my own experience, you may have a different take on it or perspective on it, right? Just take what resonates. So this comparison is not to be made to make something more important or less important, but just to kind of analyze a little bit, recognize the differences or unique aspects of it. So that was the intention in my approach to it. And that word, freedom, in Korean we say 자유. In Japanese, it says, it's pronounced 지유. And in Chinese, it's 自由. And it has the same Chinese character. But we don't realize what it really means. And when you look at the word, 自 or 자 means self. And you in Korean, or you or yo is pronounced differently in Chinese, means deriving from. So the freedom means deriving from yourself, derived from yourself. So in a way, that's what accountability means. You are. Everything is a cause of you, from you, within you, derived from you.